Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to yet another web scraping tutorial on demand, and today we're going to be scraping data out of the script tags. So here I have a commentary by Unlimited Sky 00. Hello there, man, if you're listening to me, if you're watching this video. So this is dedicated for you again, just like the previous one basically. So here he wants to scrape the latitude and the longitude data, but he's looking for this sort of data within the article class in the source code of the page he's scraping for, but he only can see the 5 matches, while there is lots of there are basically all the coordinates are shown on the map. And let me just kind of demonstrate what is he talking about. So here the task basically is just to find, oh my god, what happened to my browser again? So the task is actually to find the latitude and longitude coordinates for each particular apartment here, each particular property. And as you can see here on the map, there are lots of these dots, which stands for the particular coordinates. So if you just kind of go to view the page, to view the source code of the particular page, then we can see that really, if just try to search for the, say, latitude, I'm not sure how the latitude actually spelled correctly, probably this is the way. So here, like somewhere near the article tag, as it was mentioning, it's just like 1 here and 2 and 3, and this is it. And all the other latitude coordinates are basically located within the script tag here. So you can see this sort of script tag with the type of application JSON, blah blah blah, all the stuff. So this is the exact source, by the way, where we are supposed to get our coordinates from. So you can see here we have the URLs for the exact properties we've been scraping already, and in the previous version of the source code we already did manage to scrape the URL for the particular property. So we'll be able to make use of that in order to find the coordinates within the script tag. So this will take quite a bit of efforts, to be honest, but still it's pretty doable to my mind. So in this video we're supposed to be extracting this kind of coordinates for each particular address here. So again, let me just quickly demonstrate you this. So if we just grab the address and copy and just paste this to search and going slightly up, then we'll see that we already have this addresses within the view elements within the article class in particular. So we can use this URL string to reference the script tag somewhere along there. So like this. So we can split the entire script tag content by this URL, and then we can just extract this latitude and longitude element here. And so basically we'll be splitting probably by closing curly braces followed by the comma, and then we can do just things like JSON loads and this string. So as far as we extracted that, and then we can just extract the latitude and the longitude out of it. So at least that's the theory that I'm supposed to apply in this tutorial. So let's actually try to have a look whether it works or not for us. So here in the current working directory, I've just copied the file called Zillow rent, which was covered in one of my previous videos where I was making a Zillow scraper for the Zillow scraper of properties for rent within the, oh my god, in Atlanta, GA. Okay. And I'm using this code as a basis basically, but I've created an absolute copy of that code and called that Zillow red coords.py, and here we'll be actually adding some new logic to extract the latitude and longitude. So here within the items we'll also add the latitude and the longitude as well. So this is what we're supposed to do in this video basically. Okay, so the other couple things to consider is actually first we want to limit the crawling pages just to the very first one in order to avoid torturing the server, and the second thing we need is actually to store our response, so we'll be able to actually extract in the script tags data, so actually the latitude and the longitude itself. So let me recall the names of the methods here. So save response and load response. Okay, so here we don't need to parse for a while. Instead we need to say self dot store response. Okay, and we're passing self dot not like this, response dot text, and we also want to break after crawling the very first page here, and I hope to see the response.html file at the very end. So just go into the terminal, open it my current working directory, and by simply typing python 3 Zillow rand coords .py and hitting enter. I hope to invoke my scraper here. Okay, probably I misspelled store response somehow. Oh, save response, not the store response. I'm sorry for this. So not store but save. Okay. Okay, and now he did successfully made an outgoing HTTP GET request to the particular URL endpoint. So here we have our response, and if we try to look for the latitude over here, for some reason I don't understand why my computer is so laggy. Okay, latitude, hold on a sec. Okay, so it seems like it actually does really find this, but the strings are too long, so that's why the editor is going crazy. So I just close this tab basically, and I will be referring to the source code within the browser in order to create the logic of extraction these elements. So from now on, well, let me think a little bit. So what are we supposed to do here? Okay, so probably we don't need, so okay, here I can just restore the things back to like this, and now we don't need to go for making requests at all. Also we don't need to store information to JSON. The only thing we need is actually to say self.load response, and I believe this would be the type of plain Python string. Well, at least I hope so. Let me just quickly check that out. So it would return the HTML, which is the type of Python string. Great. And now we can simply parse that, and after parsing, yeah, we'll be printing this all the extracted elements. So let me just quickly see that as well. I now need to say self.parse. So as far as we're debugging the parse method here, we don't need anything else here, and the response like this. And probably we can call this even HTML because it's literally HTML string response. So like this, and then it would be converted to JSON to BeautifulSoup object and being parsed. So I hope to see. Okay, my JSON data. Great. So now we have the list of these URLs that we can use as the references to find the coordinates within the script tag. So the very first thing to consider here is actually we need to find the actual script tag that has those coordinates, and probably we'll be looking for the script tag. Okay, let me just try to see. Okay, so probably we don't need to do this within the looping over the coords, because the script is loaded just once here. So okay, Okay, let me just add a couple of commentaries. So here we'll loop over property cards, and here we parsing response, and here we're extracting, so say extract property cards, and here we'll say extract let's call this coordinates script, so like this. And here, well, let's call the variable script. This is pretty fine, I believe. And we need to say content that find all, oh my god, find all, and we're looking for the script tag. And now let's have a look at the script tag itself. So if it has some sort of a unique class or attributes, that would be just nice. Well, I don't know, maybe maybe this guy is to be considerable. So what about this mobile search and all this stuff? So is there lots of that? So the first is here. So is this a script tag? No, it's a div. So okay, I think we can use this element as the unique identifier for the exact script we're looking for. So just copy this one and specifying the key name and also the value name, mobile search page store, copy and paste here. And we want to get, well, we don't need to find all, we actually need to find the only element here, and we also need to find, say, .text here to just get the text attribute. So now I hold my breath, and basically I would try to, so let's avoid printing this JSON responses for a while, and instead I just want to print our script. So just to make it sure that we get the exact script containing our coordinates. So I just want to say print script and run the code one more time. And okay, so it seems like it does contain, so let me just quickly search for latitude again. I hope it would find some. Okay, so lat long. So here it seems like exactly the same data that we were looking in the browser. Okay, and also it does seem to have yeah, this detail URL. So this is the URL that we're supposed to use in order to find this latitude and longitude stuff here. So now let's basically start our experiments. Well, you know, like I didn't really prepare for this video, so I'm doing this for the very first time, to be honest. And well, let's basically start experimenting here, guys. So now what we need in here, so here we append the list. Okay, so probably just before appending this, here we'll say try, well, maybe it won't be the try except, but still, let's call this try to extract coordinates from script. Okay, so I believe here we can make use of items with a reference by the URL key. So let's just try to print items referenced by the URL key and comment this stuff out just to make sure that we have our access to the URLs for the particular properties. Well, it seems like we do have that. Okay, great. So we'll be printing this stuff for a while. And here, okay, what are we supposed to do here? So now we can use this items URL in order to split the entire script string. So let's create a variable called coordinates, and this would be equal to So we're looking for our script tag, right? So script split, and we want to split this by the items URL, and I'm not sure what exactly the element we need. Probably the last one, I'm not sure. Let me just quickly check that out. So let's say coords here and run the code again. Let's provide a couple of new lines just in order to see where one entry ends and the another begins, basically. So just to make it possible to make sure. Okay, so status type for rand, well, doesn't seem what we need there, so let's try the very first element instead. Okay. Okay. Why is this so long? Okay, hold on a sec. Okay, I would now try to make it a little bit more precise here. So I specified the detail URL followed by the colon and this double quotes. So just try to copy this. Okay. So let's just create the variable split string to make sure it kind of works. So I enclose this within the single quotes and plus items URL and plus, okay, now we need to enclose this within the double quotes again, and let's just try to print our splitter. So let's call this splitter just a bit more precise, I believe. So splitter here, splitter, save, and okay, let's try this one more time. Okay, detail URL and the stuff we got here. Well, now this I think this definitely should work now. So we'll be splitting this by our splitter. Okay, and let's have a look at the coordinates again. Just to explain what I might try to achieve here, guys. So if we're looking for the latitudes, okay, here slightly a bit further on. Okay, so I just want to split the this kind of string. I want to split this by the details followed by the specific URL, and at the very and then I want to see the string that starts from this lat long and just to the very end, and then we'll be able to extract this part of string. So that's what I'm trying to achieve, but for some reason it doesn't yet work. But let's try this kind of one more time. Not sure regarding the indexing, to be honest. Well, maybe I just should get rid of the indexes. I mean, at all. Not sure. So it's really long response. It really takes time to scroll up. Well, probably I'm not doing this the very best ever possible way, but for some reason it gives us this query state map bounds. So it's not really what we kind of need here. So I'm just trying to see where exactly it goes here. So I'm not sure. Oh, okay, so he does this the very first part. Okay, so that was because we used the index of 0. Let's try the index of -1. So I mean the very last one. -1 is the very last one for Python. Lists indexing. Okay, and now it's again not really that great. So now it gives us the status type for rand and other stuff. It's really strange, to be honest. Let me just check that as well. And okay, but why on earth it gives us this while we're looking for the latitudes? Okay, so here is the details URL. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm sorry guys, finally seems like I have achieved the correct result here. So first I've added this little break statement just to bring the data for the only element within the card, so just with the first basically property there. And also, yeah, so the -1 index was actually correct. And here our coords. So, and also I've added this extra delimiter for the splitter. So if you have a look here, then you see like after followed by the link itself, it goes like this lat long, and so this would be just far easier to extract the latitude and longitude. And yeah, so this is basically kind of it. Now let me just run this one more time to show you how it works basically. So just run this one more time and scroll down, slide a little bit upward again. Then the very first line would be the exactly the latitude and the longitude that we need actually. So it takes quite a bit of time, but still here we have the latitude and the longitude. And now we need to extract this part of the string. So if we just what we're supposed to use as the delimiter, and this time as the splitter, this time we used to make use of this closing curly braces followed by the comma, and I believe it will give us this kind of string. We don't yet have the comma, so the comma wouldn't make the trick basically, but this stuff should have. So now let's try to say coords equal coords dot split, and then we will make this probably just like a one line, or probably we can make use of this just at the moment. So here we can simply say again like split, and we want to split by curly braces followed by the comma, and this time I believe we want to use the very first element. And just let's hold our breaths and try to run this one more time. Great, now we have our longitude and latitude. And now in order to just being able to parse this value using the JSON module, we need to add an extra closing curly braces. So here we can simply say plus closing curly braces like this. Great. And now we can say basically JSON dot loads, and we're using our cards, so now it should be considered as as the JSON object. And now we can actually add these coords to our items, so we can simply say like probably items, and here we'll say coordinates would be equal to this one, JSON loads coordinates. And even better, it would be to make just like this, like JSON.loads over here, and here we just say coordinates, and that's kind of it. And now we can try to print the result, so we don't probably need our break statement anymore here, and now we can just try to print the results, and I hope to see the coordinates exactly everywhere. Okay, so for some reason, was it from the very first time? Okay, so he does extract coordinates for most, yeah, great, for most of properties, but here okay, so he can't print some, but so okay, it's why I consider to type or try here. So So okay, this line basically fails, so let's try to say simply like try and all this stuff and accept, and here we'll say our item coordinates would be equal to not available like this. And also I would like to print basically this kind of stuff, just to make sure what did he actually extracted there. So I'm just wondering why it can't be JSON serialized there. So let's have a couple of new lines to see basically, and also maybe call this error just to make it more visible from the user perspective. Oh my god, not cloning the scrapers cancel. Oh, I'm sorry, I did execute the wrong command by the accident. So here, okay, coordinates not available, error. Okay, so okay, this seems to be basically the error here. Well, the problem is he doesn't have the particular it doesn't have the particular coordinates, but just some sort of west, east, south, north. Not sure what this stands for. Well, definitely you could have extracted this this kind of things as well. The map bounds, well, I'm not sure if this is really a good idea or not. Well, maybe let's basically try this. So how do we supposed to parse this kind of stuff? So we can well, it's all nice, so we can split this by maybe this. Nope, not a good idea. So well, I just want to understand if this this string is being repeated rapidly or not. So let me just quickly check that out as well. So I copy it and paste, and yeah, it seems like it's been yeah, all along the way basically. So we can split by this stuff. So I just copy, and here, okay, let's just try to print, and so we'll call this map bounds. Okay, it will be equal to this. Okay, no, this is the splitter actually. So splitter. Well, basically, probably it's more correct to call this a delimiter. I'm not sure, but it doesn't matter. Okay, and obviously need to enclose this within the single quotes. Okay, and here we're working with the coordinates, right? But okay, let's make another coordinates basically. So just take this. So I say coords equals to this kind of stuff, right? And map bounds. Okay, map bounds would be equal to coords dot split by the splitter, and well, I'm not sure, probably -1 index again. And let's try to print oh my god, our map bounds here. Map bounds, and also saying map bounds. Okay, and yeah, so let's try to run this one more time basically. Okay, map bounds seems to be just pretty well. So this is already JSON serializable. So I will simply say so here we can say again like JSON dot loads and all this kind of stuff, and this time we don't need to use items coordinates equals to not available, but instead we can make it equal to map bounds and map looks like this. And I hold my breath and I hope to see the exact this exact difference. So either the coordinates, the particular coordinates, or just the map bounds there. So let's have a look. So here we have the coordinates and like where's north, south, and all this stuff. Okay, and here we have the latitude and the longitude. Well, this is quite pretty nice to my personal understanding. So as far it's just really the map bounds. Well, it didn't specify that it's not basically the latitude and longitude, but instead the map bounds. But still these are the coordinates. So I consider this to be just fairly enough, at least for this kind of sort of tutorial. So unlimited sky 00, if you're still watching this, well, please feel free to change this logic or the names for the variables or the stuff like this. I just want to show the very gist of how to proceed with this sort of stuff by extracting the data out of the script tags. Okay, so from now on it seems like we did everything we actually needed to do, and I'm not sure, but probably it's time actually to start to go for our casual logic here with crawling all the pages, all the 4 pages in our case. So okay, so this is the Zillow rant. Okay, let me just delete this response for a while, and now I try to crawl all the pages again, and I just want to see what happens. So if there would be the proper coordinates. Okay, so it seems like okay, something goes wrong again. Well, let's see. Scrape run from. Okay, let me just find out what's wrong here. Okay, so the problem is within this line. So let's try to enclose this into the try except basically again. So probably don't need our response anymore. Delete this. Well, we could have just basically accept and pass there, and that's it. Just leaving the not available value. But I just want to have a look. Okay, so this. So this line results in error here. So try, and here I want to accept and just want to print. I just want to print this coordinates. So just to make it clear why exactly it gives us an error. So probably some sort of the string formatting again. Maybe there is a non-value or something like that. So we'll basically now probably find that out as well. Well, at least I hope so. So okay, just scrolling back again, and here somewhere should give us an error basically. Okay, here is the error, and also they successfully. Okay, so here at some point he couldn't do much. Okay, and what was? So probably didn't do anything. He didn't ever scrape that. Well, as far as here is no information regarding the coordinates itself. I can simply say I can simply accept this case by typing. Oh my god, where is this? Okay, so here we'll just simply say copy and paste, and we just say that the coordinates are basically not available, and let's delete this entire output file again. And now try to run this one more time, and I hope that this would be just kind of fine. So either the coordinates, the map bounds, or the coordinates, which is pretty nice. Okay, and here coordinates are not available. Well, which is literally just, I believe this is just fine to have the one value missing. Well, okay guys, I think this is it for this video. I hope you learned something interesting regarding how to extract data out of the script tags. So unlimited sky 00, just again I want to I want to say thank you, man, for providing this yet another really nice and interesting topic for the upcoming videos on this Code Monkey Games channel. So this is it from my side, guys. I wish you to keep calm in this tough coronavirus time and just not going crazy like the world does. Just probably stay at home, do your job, and I don't know, learn things, try to understand, try to obtain your own understanding of the situation out there, and basically do your job and live your life, and everything's gonna be just fine. So until next time, and take care.